So Mabel and I are currently reading Oh, the Places You'll Go. This particular book was gifted to Mabel by a very special friend of hers who unfortunately lives in another state. And so Oh, the Places You Go probably isn't the most appropriate title for quarantine. As you can see, Mabel devours Dr. Seuss. And they're really great because they're fun, they're light, they're joyful, but most of all, they're quick. So when people get too wriggly, you can finish up and start on another one. I highly recommend Oh, the Places You'll Go, and I can't wait to actually go places once this is all over. What do you reckon, Mabel?
Hi. The book that I am reading while in isolation is The Tolstoy Estate by Stephen Conti. It is about a World War II German doctor who has been assigned to set up a hospital across enemy lines in Russia, and he has to deal with a really unimpressed, sassy housekeeper that wants them all gone. It is really beautifully written, the research is really, really well done, and if I could describe this book in one sentence, it would be that it's not really goodbye, it's I'll see you on the other side.
Just an Ordinary Family by Fiona Lowe. In fact, I've given it to my mum to read during this time, and she's like, I've already got it on audiobooks. So whatever format you enjoy reading, enjoy this time, take this time to relax and escape with a good book, and stay safe and stay well.
The book that I'm reading now is Julia Baird's Phosphorescence, on awe, wonder, and the things that sustain you when the world goes dark. If you're anything like me and you've been feeling anxious or worried or stressed by what's happening right now, this is the book that will inspire you, uplift you, and transform the way you view life. It is truly a beautiful, luminous book.
I adored Save Your Missy, one of my favourite books I've read this year. This book is funny, sad, uplifting, and a wonderful story about the importance of friendship. It explores loneliness and finding hope.
In 2 books at the moment when we get to bedtime. The first one is Rudy Nudie, which is a traumatic mother's story of a woman trying to get her child from bath to bed. Or, on the other hand, it's also a warm, beautiful celebration of bath time and bubbles and running around naked. So all things I like to do at home, especially in this time. And the second book that we're reading is Agatha Christie's Evil Under the Sun. Hazel really loves this one. It gets to exercise her little grey cells, and it's just highlights the power of reading to transport us in these really rough times, even if it is to a beach where people are being murdered. Enjoy.
So 2 of my top isolation picks are Stan Grant Australia Day. He's talking about national identity in a way that we probably really need at this moment. And of course, because we're all stocked up the wazoo on beans and pasta, we've got Anna Jones' cookbook. It's beautiful, super accessible vegetarian recipes. I've really been chowing through on them.
I've been listening to the audiobook of Hilary Mantel's brilliant The Mirror and the Light. The best thing is that there are 38 whole hours to listen to. So I've been walking the dog with Thomas, cooking dinner with Henry, and even jigsaw puzzling with the odious Uncle Norfolk. It's a reading experience I'm never going to forget.
The book I've just finished reading is Uncanny Valley by Anna Weiner. It is a hilarious and kind of scary look at one woman's journey from publishing in New York to working in startup in the west coast of America. It's very funny, it's very accessible, and quite timely considering everything that's going on at the moment.
The book I'm reading right now is Good Dog by Kate Weaver. It's a beautiful book about our furry friends, what they give to us, what we can give back to them, and it follows the stories of these 10 dogs, each with an amazing dog career. There's guide dogs, court assistance dogs, prison therapy dogs, and yeah, all these kind of wonderful creatures that help us in so many ways. It's the perfect book right now. It reminds us of the joy in the world and the beauty of animals and this amazing relationship we've fostered with dogs over all these years. And yeah, you can enjoy it on your own, or you can read it with your own furry friend. It's just completely enjoyable, and you can read it today.
Olive, what have we been reading today?
Red Shoes.
Ruby Red Shoes. And do you know what I love about Ruby Red Shoes?
Yeah.
She's really kind and she talks about people's feelings. And I think in this time when we're all at home and everybody's stressed, we should be taking heed of Ruby Red Shoes and thinking about treating each other's feelings very gently. Yeah.
I just finished reading The Mirror and the Light by Hilary Mantel. I only got around to reading Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies last year. I can completely see why Hilary won the Booker Prize for both of those books. The Mirror and the Light is the best conclusion to the series I could have hoped for. Hilary is an incredible writer and she makes you care deeply about characters that lived more than 500 years ago and that were completely imperfect. I can't wait to see what she writes next, and I'm sure that The Mirror and the Light will go on to be just as successful, if not more so, than Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies.